My family pressured me to give my wedding venue to my 28-year-old sister. She was pregnant and said she needed it more. My fiancé and I have been together for 8 years, we were engaged and had been planning a wedding for 3 years. The place of our dreams was booked for September of this year. A few months ago, my sister got engaged too, and they were planning a wedding for next year. They couldn't book the right place, although there was a queue. But yesterday they were given a date and they told about it at a family barbecue. My sister announced her engagement and said she hoped everyone would be happy for her. My grandmother asked if the wedding would take place on the appointed date or if they were going to wait because of the baby. My sister said they were hoping to reschedule the wedding for September. We offered to help her with planning so that she would not feel stressed before giving birth. But she said she wanted to take over our wedding venue because she couldn't wait any longer. Our parents supported her and said that we had been waiting for 3 years, and it would be nice for them if we waited a few more months. My family is even threatening not to come to the wedding. My fiancé is upset about this situation and doesn't even want to see my sister right now. My mom said that we need to think about ourselves, but my aunt supports me and offered to replace my sister at the wedding party. We haven't decided yet whether to invite my whole family to the wedding or not. My mom called the groom's parents and told them that it would be better if my sister got this job because she is pregnant. Now my sister blames me and said that I always get what I want. My fiancé got angry and warned that this situation could ruin our wedding. But in the end, we decided to ignore all this and enjoy our wedding. It hasn't been long, but this post has gone viral and generated a lot of support. But the main thing is that my fiancé and I decided not to worry and not to pay attention to all the problems, because the most important thing is who we are going to spend our whole lives with. I had to face a situation where I was accused of insanity. My actions were misinterpreted by my sister, who gave me the facts and information received from various media sources and on Reddit. She claimed that I was being unfair, thereby trying to justify my feelings as a family member who loves me. She also emphasized the insignificance of the opinions of strangers on the internet, arguing that family is more important and that I should focus on creating my own family. I'm glad that my only response to this was simply, "I'm sorry you wrote that way." I didn't distort what happened. As you can see, I tried not to exaggerate or change my tone. You may have a different opinion, but I will no longer obey your will. All my life I have been your servant and a doormat, always fulfilling your wishes. I remember all my birthdays that I tried to share with you because you threw a tantrum if you didn't receive gifts or when you cried for me to fill out job applications for you. But what affected me the most is that you have now ruined our graduation. I admit that I influenced you myself, but I'm not going to do it anymore. If you want to get married so badly, then wait until the baby is born, then we can consider booking Hotel X at the last minute. I've spent too much time planning our wedding to give it to you. And if you want to ruin our relationship, let's get this over with. I will calmly wake up in the morning knowing that it is not my fault that you blocked and unblocked me. You sent me this wedding planner this morning. We will continue to rebook our wedding venue. However, this will require additional costs, as we need to change the names in the contract. Come to my office tomorrow so we can sign a new contract, sister. It's nice that I don't have any messages from my parents yet, because my father and older brother are not all right. Yes, I have an older brother, but he lives in another city and was not at our wedding because of work. Initially, he couldn't come to the wedding and changed his plans. After he heard a strange story from mom and dad, he contacted me to find out what happened. We talked a lot about our parents' behavior and he admitted that the move was partly due to this problem. He was quoting the phrase, "heading towards us." He told me that mom got mad at me for being betrayed after reading this post. I did not write to my parents, as many of you advised, because I have to come to terms with the fact that they love my sister more than me. At the wedding, we sat together and set passwords for most of our suppliers, as well as at the very place we didn't talk to. My planner was horrified when I talked to her ever since we went to book a place. She assured me that even if they call and say they need a change, I need to be present to change something.